team. I'm coming at you today for the Own Your Life Network to talk about dreaming. Man, what a powerful thing dreaming is, isn't it? Wow. You know, because everything that we do is centered around that, isn't it? You know, what's the dream? You know, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? You know, who do I want to help, right? The dream. The target, the destination, the objective, whatever you want to call it. But we're just going to talk about it as a dream, right? What's your dream? What do you want out of this thing? The dream thing, right? How many of you think it's corny, man, when we talk about this thing called the dream, right? The dream. Man, that's so corny, right? This grown men, right, talking about dreams. You know, what's your dream? What's your dream, right? It's corny, isn't it? You know what, though? But the reality is, it is so powerful. You know, and it's very, very important that we spend time, you know, thinking about harnessing it, actually putting ourselves in the situation, in the environment that we want to make reality in our life, right? So let me give you an example. Yesterday, for instance, I was leaving UTSA at about 2 o'clock, and I had a little bit of time. So I stopped at the Ferrari dealership right there on I-10. You know, stopped and they had a Acura NSX. That's always one of my favorite cars. You know, Acura NSX, right? It's a sports car, 6-cylinder. It's just got an amazing engine. It's a car that performs like, you know, the high end, you know, sports cars or supercars, right? Except it doesn't have the type of an engine that a supercar has, so it's very, very easy to keep it maintained. It's a regular 6-cylinder double overhead cam engine. It was metallic blue. It had I can't remember. I think it was like 49,000 miles on it or something like that. And it was a late model 1990, I believe 1998 or 9. And it hasn't been driven all that much, and it's just beautiful condition, man, beautiful condition. And you know, it was going for 39,000 and some change. Amazing car. So I was standing out there, man, just looking at this thing, right? Just walking around it, staring inside of it, just imagining myself in that car, driving that thing around, right? Hey, have any of you ever done that? It's amazing, isn't it, to be able to put yourself in that environment where you want to make it real, right? So, you know, driving that car, thinking about it, touching it, smelling it, right? Feeling it, right? Driving it, playing with the buttons, those kind of things, right? So this blue thing is sitting out there. And then a lady, one of the sales ladies there, came out and she began to talk to me, right? So then I said, you know what? Let's go inside. I know there's some other cars in there, you know, that I want to take a look at, because I'm beginning to look right now, and I'm just gathering information. Maybe you can help me out. So she took me inside, and she began to start to show me some vehicles, man. One of the vehicles that she showed me as we were walking towards the building to go inside was the new Jaguar. How many of you have seen the new Jaguar? Oh man, it's an amazing car, right? You know, they completely revamped the body style, just the performance and of the vehicle, man, because it looks more and more, it's starting to look more and more like a Rolls Royce, right? Not a Rolls Royce, what am I saying? Aston Martin. It's got the body lines of an Aston Martin, right? It's got the look and feel of an Aston Martin. It's really cool. Aston Martin is like a $200,000 car, right? Okay? So they were able to get the guy who designed the Aston Martin to design Jaguars for them. Okay, so they got a couple of different, you know, Jaguars that was sitting out there, a couple of different models. The one that I was really excited about looking at was the XK, which is the sport coupe. It's more like a two-seater, even though it does have a back seat. Got some beautiful lines on this thing, right? Beautiful lines, man. And it's an $80,000 car, man. $80,000 car. Just amazing, right? I got a chance to sit in that thing and just imagine myself driving that amazing vehicle, right? Okay. Performance, you know, on top of performance with the look and feel of just pure luxury, man. It's just an amazing vehicle. So I picked up a brochure on that one, And last night I handed it off to Vanessa. She was just engrossed with this vehicle, man, and this brochure. So I left it with her. So sharing the dream, right? Sharing the dream. Okay. Then we went inside, and she showed me a couple of Maseratis and began to tell me some stories about people. She was telling me about this one gentleman who came in and traded in one of his really, really old collector's item Jaguar from way back in the day, right? Has, barely been driven at all. And he traded it in because he's moving, right? Moving out of town. And so he traded that one in and bought 2 Maseratis. Trade a vehicle in and get 2 Maseratis. That's $140,000 a piece. $140,000 a piece. Can you believe that? He picked up 2 of them. Man, how does that make you feel, man? When we're sitting here, struggling to go and get a Ford Escort or a Ford Focus, right? Focus on that Focus, right? Okay, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. 2 Maseratis. I was looking at the Maseratis, and you could just tell, man, it's just got wealth all over it. It's just wealth all over it, man. It's just amazing just to look and feel of this car, but Maseratis I'm not a big fan of, but it was just amazing to look at this car. And then she walked me over to the Ferraris, and I got a chance to sit there and just drool over the F430, right? F430. I was drooling over it, man. F430, as well as the Madonna, right? They had several Madonnas in there. They had a red one. They had a 2 silver ones in there. Just amazing vehicles. And man, it was just so cool, So I picked up a couple brochures and was able to just really enjoy myself and just get into the dream for a minute, Just get into the dream for a minute, and just really cool, to sit there and just kind of imagine myself, living that way, driving that way, and man, it felt good, Felt really good. Enjoyed myself. Now, let me finish this off by telling you a little bit about why the dream. Why is it so important that we dream? Well, because it's been beat down in us for so long that, we should be happy with what we got, that we settle for. We settle for. We've been taught how to go and get an education, get a job, work hard, save our money. You know what? When you do it that way, it's very difficult to go and afford some of these incredible vehicles because you can't afford it, man. How are you going to afford a $140,000 car working at a job making $6.50 an hour, $10 an hour, $15 an hour? Well, you can't, okay? But we have this amazing opportunity that gives us the ability to create that kind of income. So now we just got to go dream to create the energy, right? Dreaming creates the energy to go and do the work necessary to produce that income, right, so that you can have what you want, okay? Now, there is 2 parts to dreaming. One part is the actual dreaming itself, right, for yourself, right? You got to go dreaming, right? The other part is the process of dreaming, which is a little different, right? Some people say, well, I don't like BMWs, so I'm not going to go look at a BMW. Well, you're making a big mistake because you might have somebody on your team that actually likes a BMW, okay? So what you should do is just keep your mind open to just expanding your vision a little bit and just go out and look at things because you have no idea what you really like and what you don't like until you go look at it, right? And it'll be fun to take your friends and people that you're sharing this opportunity with to go dreaming with you. Go look at things, be it cars, be it houses, multi-million-dollar houses, be it Bjorn's, and go take a look at home entertainment systems, or whatever it may be, or go to charities or go to different organizations and see what they do, and dream about being able to contribute your time and money to those places, right? The process is really, really important, and you got to stay true to it. Otherwise, you're going to end up, shortchanging your team, okay? So learn how to get into the dreaming process for yourself and for your team, and watch your team just absolutely explode, man. So, hey, let's go out and make it happen and expand our thinking, and I look forward to the next time. This is TJ on the Own Your Life Network.